summarize the, so let me share my screen one more time and then summarize the course plan. And then let me recall what we discussed yesterday. That is the survey we have seen, and DevOps career we have seen, meaning the CTC, how it will be opportunities on various tools, meaning various job postings we have seen, right? So all those things we discussed in our yesterday session. I hope a few new members might also have been joined in this session. And for them, just let me take an opportunity to recall one more time the course coverage structure and then content one more time. So the course is DevOps with AWS on Linux. Both DevOps and then AWS will be covered in this course from very beginner to a proficient level on the Linux. So we will use all the Linux platform in implementing our DevOps operations. And the course duration is 90 to 120 days. And timings are from, let us just make it like, 6:30 p.m. to probably 8 p.m. And recordings will be provided for 6 months, meaning 3 months to 4 months is during your course, plus additionally 2 to 3 months is provided. A total of 6 months is provided, the recordings. And fee is 12K INR, and soft copy of the material will be provided. So how the soft copy of the material? Just let me open the classroom just for you to showcase how the material and how you will be added there, like that. So if I go here to this running batch course content and all, if you can see. So we will create one Google Classroom where you will be added there. And once you added there, then you will be able to see the notes. And then you will be able to see a communication link like Telegram. And you will be able to see a daily class notes. While class is running, I will write the notes, right? All those things. So you will see the production architecture and then the regular documents, whatever you would like to refer, your course content. For example, Kubernetes documents, and then the SonarQube documents, and then the DevOps matrix support to implement the DevOps operations. What kind of machines we have to take? So that is, and Docker, whatnot, a lot more materials, the tools, and then the packages that we will use throughout our course have been documented already and then provided in this Google Classroom. So once you join and once you've done your registrations, then you will be asked to, meaning I will take your email ID and then add you here to get the classwork done, to get these class notes. Okay, so just let me, this guy. Perfect. So this is how you will see my materials and all. Okay, these materials validity minimum 6 months I will provide. However, you will be able to download them. So better while the topic is happening, you download and then keep these materials with you. So when any update I will do, like material update and all, so you will get the notifications to your email directly. And also to communicate with you day to day, meaning before and after the class has been done, there will be a Telegram link created to you and then given to you. Fine. So this is about how you will receive the documents. So documents validity is actually, I was never talking about the documents validity. Better you will download the documents and then keep it with you while the sessions are going on. So throughout your DevOps sessions, if any new document I was uploaded, however, you will be notified it through the email. So as soon as you got the email, go and then download the latest document, right? So that is how you will receive the material. soft copy of the materials you will receive. And applications, 5 applications source code you will get. For example, if I can go to my GitLab, so this is what my GitLab, and here we already have one application, which is the Java application, Spring Boot application. This is, if we can go here, yeah. So this is one application. Likewise, I will create a 5 repositories where 5 repositories have the 5 applications. Now you may ask me one question, sir, what we can do with these applications? You said yesterday we don't do any coding. Yes, still I'm saying the same. You don't do any coding, but in order to do the continuous integration, what you will do? You will do the continuous integration and continuous deployment. So in order to do the continuous integration and then continuous deployment, right, you need to have that continuous integration set up with the source code. No matter what language it is, Python, .NET, Java, no matter for you, but you will do that. So get that source code by the source code repositories, and then you will build it, and then you will deploy it. I will explain all this process in a moment of time. But what I'm saying is 5 applications will be given to you to your practice. So where one application I will take out of it and then continue the sessions. Mean the time I'm continuing on the 5 application sessions, 5 application, meaning one application. Then the similar applications I will keep similar to applications. For example, I'm deploying the Java application. So similar to applications, I will give it to you. To repositories, I will give it to you. So which you can do for your practice purpose. Likewise, 5 different applications we will deploy altogether. Sir, what are those 5 different applications? Number 1, static website. Number 1, static website. Number 2, Node.js application. Why these are all the things I'm talking about? There is a meaning I will explain. So Node.js application, and then the React.js or AngularJS application, and then the Java Spring Boot application, and then Java microservices application. I hope 5 applications are done, right? Also, we will do the continuous integration, continuous deployment of one more application called the Python. So Python application also we will do a continuous integration and then continuous deployment. So these all the source code along with the repository links will be given to you. So you have to make them as the continuous integrated and then continuous deployable. That is whole and goal of a DevOps engineers. How it will be and all I will explain in a moment of time. So during your course, you will do the CI/CD pipeline creation and then CI/CD pipeline management. Being the DevOps engineer, you will do that. I will explain the roles and responsibilities of a DevOps engineer. And while the session is going on, interview questions will be shared to you. Interview questions I will discuss during the session itself. I will say this is important in interviews. Then you have to note it down. Also, I will give the interview questions handout. And every 2 weeks or every 2 to 3 tools, let us set up the interview session where I will guide you how the interviews, how the market is, what are the questions asking, how much we were progressed on them. So those we will discuss. For every 2 to 3 tools that we will complete, we will plan for it. And resume preparation. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get a video also, sir? Recorded video?
Yes, yes. That is what I have mentioned here. See, this recordings will be provided for 6 months.
For 6 months.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Okay. Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sir.
Yeah. So resume preparation, I will explain after or before your course, maybe a 2 to 3 weeks before completion of your course, I will start the resume preparation. And the interview questions will be discussed during the session running. And prerequisite for this course, nothing, no prerequisite is required. So I will say like that only. but Linux and shell scripting is prerequisite. So though you don't know what is Linux, what is shell scripting, though you don't know what is DevOps, zero knowledge, you come here, and then proficient knowledge, you will complete the batch, because the Linux and then shell scripting also I will cover. First, I will give you the base for three weeks. I will cover this Linux for the basics of it to start the DevOps sessions. Once the DevOps sessions were done, and in our day-to-day, we will work on the Linux platform only. So you will be automatically gets mastered while working on it, isn't it? If I tell the classes 100,000 classes, you don't get the proficiency. When you put your hands, when you do the exercises, when you do the applications, real-time work when you are doing, you will get a more exposure. That is what we will do. So initial 3 weeks, I will give you the basic concepts of the Linux required to start the DevOps sessions. And after that, we will start the DevOps sessions. And while the DevOps sessions are going on, we will use the Linux as our platform. So you will learn the things. Once the DevOps is completed, then we will start the AWS, because AWS is our production platform where we need to deploy the things. If I can open the production architecture, don't panic. Don't panic. This is a simpler architecture. At this moment, maybe you may not know all these things, but this is like, don't think like, this is like, railway crossing lines. Don't think like that. Very easy. This architecture is very easy. The once you master on the DevOps and then AWS sessions, then our final and then end goal is to set up this architecture. So we will use the AWS EKS Elastic Kubernetes service here, but before that, only in the DevOps sessions, you will learn the Kubernetes. I'll explain what you will learn, what is the roadmap, how you will learn and all. I'll explain, but if you can see this production architecture, we should be in a position to set up this production architecture. Then only you can confidently attend the interviews and then get the job. Meaning from the 0 level to this much of proficient level, you have to gain the subject, you have to use these sessions and then become a professional in deploying the applications into the productions, like using the cloud providers like AWS, Azure, GCP, right? Any other DigitalOcean, any other cloud platform, no matter whatever the cloud platform is. But you have to be in a proficient level to deploy the applications and then maintain them in the production. To do that, you require to know, you require to have the knowledge on one cloud, preferably AWS. I was taken because most of the opportunities nowadays on the AWS. AWS have acquired already the 33% of the market share around the globe, whereas the Azure acquired just 21% of the market share around the globe. That means as around the globe, already market share of 31% is grabbed by the AWS, meaning opportunities will also be like that on the AWS. So you will be a DevOps engineer who need to know one cloud called AWS, meaning any cloud, but I am choosing here the AWS. So this is the expectation. This is the expectation where you need to grow from the baby steps to master steps. You need to reach out throughout this session. Okay, you have to follow me carefully, listen to my sessions, videos, recordings, lot of struggles we do, lot of hard work we do. Finally, you will be reach out to your goal. That is, placing with a high CTC, the good standard of CTC, and then in nice companies. Fine. However, now let us go and then continue. Linux and then shell scripting is what I will explain for the 3 weeks, and then we will start the our DevOps sessions. Always I will start DevOps session first, and then I will start the AWS. Why I am following that pattern is, if you can see my handout, you can see one architecture. Of course, yesterday also I have shown this architecture. So this is the architecture. Finally, we need to implement using the DevOps tools and then the packages. So once this entire pipeline you are, proficient, or you learn entire this pipeline you will be able to set up for any cloud. It is you will be set up for any cloud, no matter whether it is the AWS, no matter whether it is the Azure, whatever it is, but you will be able to set up it for anything. Just give me a moment.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, please go ahead. Any questions for me? Okay, let me continue.
Okay.
If no questions,
sir, I have one question. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, after 6 months, if you want a recording, so how can we get?
After 6 months, still required the recordings that I need to request for our management, whether it will be possible or not. If required, maybe at least one more additional 1 month we can give.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Let us see later in time while we are going on. If that situation will come, then I will do something. At least one more month I can give. That guarantee I can give.
Hello,
Fine.
sir.
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Go ahead, please. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Actually, this class started from yesterday onwards only, no? Means
Correct.
this
Yesterday.
is the second day of.
Correct. This is the demo 2. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
so from where I get the
which one?
First day introduction part.
Okay. So you was joined today, right? So to your email ID, all the recordings will be get actually. Our backend team will send you all the demo recordings to your email ID. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hi, sir. Sir, actually, I have one question. Is Argo CD tool will be covered in this course?
No. That is not covered actually. That is not covered. So we will use Jenkins only as our CI/CD pipeline tool. So not other CI/CD tools. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Let me continue now. Where I stopped is first I will start this DevOps course content. Once after this DevOps course content, this pipeline you build up with your own hands. Like you will learn about the Git repository, learn about the Maven, Jenkins, SonarQube, these Artifactories, Docker, Kubernetes, and Ansible. So once you completely learn not only these, you will also learn 2 more tools. I have not drafted here, but I will draft it. 2 more tools. That is what Elasticsearch, FluentD, and then Kibana, EFK. That is one more tool you will learn. And also you will learn the Grafana and Prometheus. These 2 extra tools also you will learn. So what is the use of those 2 tools, and why I'm telling you will learn those 2 tools? Because in the market they are asking the experience or the knowledge on the monitoring tools plus logging tools. So where you will monitor the application logs, where you will monitor the application performance. So those 2 are asking in the interviews. So that is the reason. Not only interviews, it will also helpful for you while you are doing your job as well. You can suggest, if it is the microservices architecture, you can suggest these tools. Not only microservices, but any application you can suggest it. Going forward, you came You just listen now about the names that I'm using. That's it, not more than that. Don't think beyond that. Okay, so I'm just opening one document where it will gives the complete picture about the microservices architecture, where we are also do one round of deployment, meaning one kind of deployment using. So this is what I'm talking about. So you will know how to set up this Grafana and then Prometheus, and also you will know how to set up this EFK. So here it is ELK, but in your DevOps sessions, you will use EFK, Elasticsearch, FluentD, and then Kibana. At this moment, you don't need to worry about the technicality what I'm using, but you just remember those words. That's it. That's it at this moment. So what I'm saying is now, once after you build this complete pipeline, then we will be move on to the AWS. And then in the AWS, we will be set up this production architecture. Just now I have shown you. So whatever the applications we have, meaning the developers were written, those applications you will deploy in the production. This is the production architecture. If you can see, the AWS content is covering like EKS, NAT gateways, VPC, public subnet, private subnet, and then the RDS, SES, SNS, certificate manager, Route 53, and then users management called IAM, then the notification sending, SNS, SQS, and S3 bucket. So a lot of tools, a lot of services we have in AWS, those services we will be work on to set up the production grade architecture, right? I believe you might have now got a glance about the course, how it is going to be, and timings of this course is, let us start at 6:30 to 8 p.m. Initially, let us go from 6:30 to 7:30. Later on time, I will add one extra half an hour because we need to cover the content in 90 to 120 days. This is excluding the holidays, public holidays. And sometimes if I will be on leave or not taking any classes, I will compensate those classes in the weekend sessions. 1 or 2 weekend sessions I will take and then compensate them.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, my concern about the timing. Actually, some of our working person and our timing like 9 to 6:30. So
Correct.
it will be better, I think, 7. It will start at 7. So.
Okay, let us see. Actually, yesterday someone asked me to start at 6:30, but that is okay. So majority, even 7 is good for me. At least for me also 7 good actually.
For
But
me
if the-
also, sir, this is Sujata. For me also, if you start at least by 6 o'clock, so even 7:30 also no problem till 7:30 because I'm a housemaker. I have to see my kids and all.
Correct.
So-
Yesterday I think you only told. Yeah, that's the issue.
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
So
true. So
till
timings.
8:30, it will be a problem for me. My kids are
No,
there.
not 8:30. If is that's what actually 7. If we start 7 to 8, we have to 1 hour. If it is 6:30,
Yes, sir,
1.5
7 to 8.
hour. 7 to 8 we can start actually, not 8:30. 7 to 8 we can start.
Excuse me,
7.
sir.
Yeah.
If there any
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi,
I
sir.
think-
Are you planning any morning sessions?
Right now, morning slots were not there for me. In the morning, 7 to 8:30 and 8:30 to 10, some other classes are going on. So no slots for the DevOps in the morning sessions. Okay, fine. So let us.
Hello. Hi, sir. This side Minal. So you will be handle the all course from starting from beginning to ending. I mean, from DevOps and AWS as well, or some
Correct.
other.
DevOps and then AWS. So DevOps,
You will be take care of this, right?
Correct. DevOps and then the AWS. Also, I will teach the Spring Boot, microservices, and the various other tools like advanced tools, maybe like Apache Kafka, and then identity and access management. So I have a lot of skill set around my 13 years of experience. A lot of the tools and then a lot of the technologies I worked on, just at least to recall them and to have the market standard and make the people to be at the market standard. I'm teaching these things: microservices, Spring Boot, Spring Cloud, DevOps, AWS, Kafka, Docker, Kubernetes, IAM, IDP. All these are what I'm teaching actually. But for you, for this course, it is prepared in such a way, DevOps with AWS on Linux. So AWS, whatever the AWS services required out of 300 plus services, whatever are required for you guys, for the DevOps guys, to get the job and to survive the job, whatever the services required, those services, around 15 services, I was taken, and those 15 services I will explain here. Similarly, at the DevOps side, you will be build complete pipeline from starting to ending. That as this pipeline you will deploy in the AWS cloud. That's it. Got it, right? Huh. So that's what I'm going to explain. Go ahead.
One question from my end, Narsi. So can we expect any placements or any references post the completion of the course?
That honestly speaking, I'm not sure at this moment, but if you upload your resumes in Naukri and then Monster, if you are attending the interviews, but having the doubts, want to get the doubts clarification from my side, definitely I will be in touch with you in the Telegram. We're going to create one Telegram. I will be there. For every question, whatever the interview you attended, just post me the question, I will answer it. But special placement assistance and then specially, giving the references, I'm not sure, at least at the institute perspective. Got it, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thanks.
Yes. Okay,
Hello,
let
sir.
us, go ahead.
As a DevOps engineer, we are part of which team? Developer team or operations team?
No, there is a separate team. You are not operations team. You are not developer team. You are a DevOps team. So mostly 50% of the companies by 2020 already started DevOps as one team, one department.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
So nowadays,
work for the coordination of both the teams, right?
Exactly correct.
Okay.
So
thank you.
The DevOps engineer is the guy who can talk to anyone in the organization. that is the role of this job.
All-rounder type.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now let us go towards to our roadmap. Like how we will start, where we will start, and then where we will go. How this huge course content will be covered in 90 to 120 days. So that roadmap, let us start. I will give you the roadmap. Laptop battery is draining, so I will get it. So let us see some roadmap, how we can start, and then how I can take it up. And then we will start the what is DevOps, why we need to learn the DevOps course content. If you can see the DevOps course content, our first sentence, our first section is Atlassian survey. This is we already have covered yesterday. And why learn DevOps? From business perspective, IT perspective, developers perspective, testers perspective, and then operations perspective. This is what we will start. But before starting this, why DevOps, and then what is DevOps? What is DevOps? A nice story we will see. One beautiful story I will explain. With that story, I will derive this SDLC, waterfall model, agile methodology, and these differences. You definitely will enjoy that story. Once that is done, then we will start the life cycle again. So this is a different concepts altogether. I don't want to discuss at this moment, but let me set up you the the expectation and then the goal where we can start and then where we can reach out. Okay, let me go to here. This is called the roadmap, we can say. So let me take the text and then write it here. Topic. So let me take the date. Can you please guys mute if you don't have anything for me to ask? So the topic is DevOps with AWS demo 2. Oh, let me put up my charger. Okay, fine. So let me take it as the DevOps roadmap and how we will go, and then all. Let us start where we will start and then how we will go. So this is demo 2. This is the demo 2. Concept that we're gonna discuss is the DevOps roadmap, not AWS, DevOps roadmap. Once this is done, let us discuss the AWS roadmap. I know most of you guys came here because you already know maybe what is DevOps, maybe your friends, your relatives, maybe your colleagues. A lot of members might have been already practicing this DevOps as their skill set. You are also looking at this because you also showing little interest. That is where I would like to make your interest more fascinate. Meaning I would like to guide you where you have to start and then how you can get the DevOps knowledge, if that is what you are exactly looking for. So what we will do is we will divide this into the modules. So module 1. So module 1, we will discuss about the Linux. So here what we will do, Linux and shell scripting. So module 1 we will do is Linux and shell scripting. So duration of this module is 3 weeks. And what I will cover in this Linux and shell scripting is already I have given in the course content. You can go and then get it from the DURGASOFT website. If detailed course content discussion, again I will do, but not right now. See, Linux overview, what is operating system, Linux flavors, architecture of the Linux, installation of the Linux using the distributions, Linux boot process, directory structure, editors, Linux commands, admin level commands, reading files, filters, redirections, user management, group management. So these are all the concepts, whatever I am going to highlight. So these are the concept everyone should have to be very cautious. And again, services, process, and archiving is very important. These are the whatever I highlighted. Those are what exactly you have to learn from the Linux to work on these DevOps operations. So you will be starting from 0 to this level within the 3 weeks. Also, we will start the shell scripting. Shell scripting, we will do only one example, and then we will go to the DevOps operations, because remaining shell scripting concept, however, we will continue practicing or doing while our work is going on. So these are all again very, very important, where entire pipeline is depends on these two things. SSH key exchange, your entire pipeline, if you can see in this diagram, whatever I just shown, you don't know what is pipeline, just listen, just to see this diagram and then observe the diagram, how it is. Observe the diagram. See this? This is one machine. This is one machine. This is another machine. This is another machine. This is another machine. These are another 4 machines. Machine meaning what? 4, you can say laptops or desktops. For your understanding, bare understanding, what I'm saying is this is one machine, one desktop, one laptop. This is another laptop, another desktop, meaning virtual machines we're going to create. So this is virtual machine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 8, and plus Grafana 9, and then EFK 10. 10 virtual machines you will use throughout your DevOps pipeline. Now these machines, if you can see in the architecture, they are communicating each other. The arrow symbols you can see, they are communicating each other. So that missions communication you can enable using this key exchange concept. So if you don't know how that key exchange concept will work, then you definitely not able to do the work on the DevOps pipelines. So that is the reason I said one example I will told, right? I told one example we will do shell scripting. Yes, we'll do one example and then we will see this one. And then we will start our DevOps operations. This entire thing I will be covered in the 3 weeks. So this is the module 1. So once after we started these 3 weeks, module 1, then we will be moved to the module 2. Here you will be learn Git and then GitHub. Git and then Git.
Hello, sir. I have one question.
Yeah.
Sir, which Linux OS we are using in this?
Ubuntu we are using.
Okay, sir. Okay.
There is a meaning why we are using Ubuntu. There is a meaning, and also if we can see in the pipeline, yeah, this is a good question actually. So in the pipeline, if we can see, Jenkins Ubuntu we will use, Ansible Ubuntu, Docker Ubuntu, Kubernetes Ubuntu. But SonarQube EC2, that is the Linux AMI we will use. Underlying operating system of it is a CentOS. And here we will use again the CentOS, or Ubuntu also we can use. This SonarQube only I will set up on the CentOS, but all other tools that we will set up on the Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, that is not like, hello, Tata, bye-bye applications. No, that is not like that. If you can see the mission configurations, I'm suggesting the mission configurations are like, more powerful missions we have to take. That is, we have to take from the AWS. See, 4 GB RAM, 2 CPU core minimum we have to take. This is what the Jenkins setup, Docker setup, Ansible setup, Kubernetes cluster setup. And what is the project? What is its architecture? This is all we're gonna see. And here cost I have given, right? 0.496. Don't panic about this cost. Honestly speaking, though you attending this session, my sessions, if you are really honestly would like to learn this DevOps end to end with your own hands, minimum you have to pay per month 600 to 800 rupees to the AWS subscription. Sir, why we need to pay? Because you need to pay because you need to use these missions. When you use these missions, when you work on the applications, you will use these missions. Serious learners who would like to master in this DevOps and the AWS course, it definitely, if you want to practice, you have to sacrifice per month 600 to 800 rupees to the AWS subscription. I don't think that will be a good amount. I mean, that will be a larger amount for you. Okay, but that is what you have to do. That is expectation. We honestly have to do that. There is no option. Someone asked yesterday, sir, can you provide the lab? No. If I will provide the lab to all your members, I have to sell my assets. Okay. So I don't provide the labs to you. Rather, I will make you to set up your lab in the AWS subscription. How to set up, how to get the subscription of it, definitely I'll explain that, and you guys will do that similarly, and we will be having that practice throughout our DevOps sessions. Perfect. Now let me go and then explain about the module 2, source code management. In this, what you will learn Git and you will learn GitHub. Looks to be both are same, right? But there is a little difference. So duration of this tool is around 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days it will take. So meaning, if you can see this course, this architecture, why every time I am referring this architecture, because this is like a this is like our this is like our blueprint for your building, or blueprint for maybe for anything. This is kind of a blueprint where you will build your DevOps pipelines. Why I'm referring this architecture every time? Because it's a blueprint. We have to follow this, we have to implement it. So here you will learn about the Git and then GitHub in the module 2, source code management. So in source code management tool, that is SCM, you will learn about this module 2, Git and then GitHub, and then duration is 3 to 5 days it will be take. Once this is done, then you will be learn about the next tool is called the Maven. So build tool, source code build tool, you will learn, that is Maven, and second one is the Gradle. Preferably Java applications are more nowadays. Usually you will get, definitely throughout your experience, you will get Java applications to be work on, and Other applications you will get less chances, but this Java applications you will get more chances to work on. Meaning work on in the sense you don't need to do any coding, right? But you just need to know how they will work. This is just knowledge is required. You no need to be a proficient here. You no need to be a professor here. You just knowledge is required. If you don't know this one, that is even okay, fine, no problem. So this duration we will spend just 3 days. Just 3 days we'll spend on it and then understand what you required is here. Maven life cycle is required here to you. Why the Maven life cycle is required, I'll explain coming up sessions. Okay, so this is the module 3. So you will learn this Maven. Once you've done this Maven learning, then the next tool is the Gaint tool, very big tool, very Gaint tool. Continuous integration and then continuous deployment, CI/CD tool. So that CI/CD tool is, we have the Jenkins and we have the TeamCity, we have the TeamCity, we have the AgroCD, probably we have the AWS code, AWS code commit, I believe, which will work in the same fashion. And a lot of tools we have. One more tool is Traversity or Travis, something is there. Some other tool is there. But out of all these tools, Jenkins is an open source and most widely used CI/CD pipeline tool, open source tool. So we will, and Jenkins, what level you will cover? Not basic level. Jenkins, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Jenkins certification level, meaning administrator certification level. So certification level you will learn. Administrator, Jenkins administrator certification level you will learn. So if you can see the course content of your, out of curiosity, so lot of course content I was drafted here. So if you can see this CI/CD tool Jenkins, so Jenkins installation, Jenkins jobs, distributed builds, continuous integration with Jenkins, continuous delivery, infrastructure as code, pipeline as code. This pipeline as code is what you will implement in real time. Sir, why again you told all those things? Those are all required knowledge, because if you know that knowledge only, then you will work on this pipeline as code. But in your real time, this is the place where you will work in your real time. This is the place, this is the concept where you will work in your real time. And also this Jenkins security is what you will work in real time, like plugins and then the roles, users creation. So this is what you will work in your real time. So just out of curiosity, I would like to showcase you the Git repository where we have done. So just hub.com/, this is where I have conducted the DevOps session in some other institutes at the level. So if we can go here, I would like to just to showcase you the Jenkins pipeline, how you will write, how you have to write, and why we calling it as pipeline as code. If you can go here, so here is what the Jenkins as the pipeline script you will write. This is where you will write. This is what you will write. Okay, so this is what you will write. Sir, it is like Chinese language to us. Yes, at this moment it is like Arabic, Chinese and all other languages has. But once you work on your pipeline, once you learn the tools, it is easy. Nothing is there. See, this is just ABCD. ABCDs, right? Nothing is there. Just ASCII text it is. No Arabic, no Chinese, no decoding is required. Just it is a ASCII text, right? ABCDs only. 26 ABCDs are there. And a few numbers are also there, 1 to 10, right? So easy, so easy. Don't panic. When so easy? When you understand the concepts. See this SSH agent. This is what concept? This is the concept. Just now I spoken to you. In the Linux, there is a SSH key exchange and a remote command execution. This is the concept we are using here. That's it. You are learning the concept, using in your real time. That is what the experience. That is what we're calling as an experience, isn't it? So this is what the pipeline as code we need to implement in real time. Everyone, every organization, every DevOps engineers will use this, meaning create this pipeline as code scripts only. And like you also an experienced engineer, right? DevOps engineer, you also do the same, like the pipeline creation and all you will do using this pipeline as code pack approach. So that is what I'm I know confidently say, like, you will be reach out to administrator certification level, but duration is too heavy. Too heavy meaning what? Your entire DevOps course is how many days? 90 to 120 days, right?
90 to 120.
Exactly. It is also same 90 to 120 days. That means what? Every day you will work on Jenkins. Yes, your day will start with the Jenkins. Your day ends with the Jenkins. Every day. It is never-ending concept. Every day you have to work on it, right? With the various aspects. The beautiful thing is what you have to work here with the client server architecture. So in real time, that is what we will set up. There is a concept here, if you can see, the remote build job executions. I don't know whether, meaning at this moment it is really not understanding to you, but see this concept, distributed builds in Jenkins. So this is what you will work in your real time, right? Without this, if you take one machine and then executed a hello world application, and then that definitely don't give you the job, though it will give you the job, but maybe it will makes your survival in the job complex. That is the reason work hard during this 90 to 120 days along with me, right? I'm here. Utilize the sessions, ask as many as questions you will face during the sessions running while you are practicing. See, while you are attending the session, while I'm telling everything, you feel it as easy, but when you put your fingers, right, when you put your hands, you will face lot of issues. Okay. Just take the screenshot of those issues and then throw it on my face in the Telegram. I will reply to you, fix it, and then work on it. That is how you will be learn all these things. Otherwise, if you just come and then follow the recordings, go, I don't think those will be helpful. But practice well. Please practice well. So that is
you said you'll be building pipelines using Jenkins, but few like our companies are using GitLab CI/CDs to build pipelines. So exactly. the same Jenkins knowledge will be helpful there.
Exactly, helpful. Exactly. We are here using the tool as a medium. Medium of what? Medium of the concept called continuous integration, continuous delivery. The CI/CD, how it will work is what we are practicing with one tool. Meaning any other tools in the market, lot many tools we have. Those tools are also doing the same job, CI/CD. Maybe the configuration is different, but with the knowledge of what you get here, the exact things you can do there as well. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. So now let us go to the module 5. So we were done our module 4. Now let us go to the module 5. The module 5 is, I think you can guess it. The next what we will do here is the Sonar Cube. Sonar Cube we will use for the code quality analysis. Because here is the developer. This guy will write the code and then push here. Sir, you are right. You are using a word called code. What is that code, sir? Code meaning, see this, some files like our Word documents, right? These also files written with some syntax. That's it. Some Java syntax, They will use some syntax. We don't need to worry about it, what they are using, right? Maybe they have written something like this. So they might use some syntaxes. For us, everything is a file. Whatever it is Java, .NET, no matter. Give me files, I will deploy. That's it. For us, for the DevOps engineers, everything is a file. You give me the file, I'll deploy, no matter what it is. You give me Java, give me .NET, give me PHP, whatever you give. Those are just files for me. I don't bother about the technology, what you are using. I will always bother about how I can build it, how I can build your files, right? So that is what you will get here. And then SonarQube is the tool which will be evaluate the developer's written code is correct or not. See how DevOps engineer is doing. These DevOps engineers are seriously, fitting masters. See this? This guy will evaluate the code and then won't allow the code to go to the next level if the code having the issues. Then developers have to break their heads to solve those code related quality. So they have to break their heads and then put their experience to make the code as quality. Hey, guys, can you please mute if you don't have any questions? Yeah, thanks. So these developers need to be, again, they have to go back and then see their code, fix the code issues, make it as quality. When it is qualitative, then only you will allow it for the deployment. Deployment meaning what? Deployment meaning your customers will access the application with one URL like www.facebook.com or amazon.com, like that. On one URL, your customers will access the application. To make it accessible, you need to put these files in some location. So you will allow the files to that location when the files are qualitative. When the files are qualitative. Okay, that quality checker is what this SonarQube. So how many days it will take for us? This will take, so next is what? Quality, code quality analyzer. Code quality analyzer. So what tool we will use? SonarQube we will use. So
with respect to any technology, Sonar will handle, sir.
Yes, yes.
.NET or PHP.
Yes, yes. 14 technologies it will handle. 14 technologies, including .NET, VB, C#, PHP, Python, lot many. Okay, even JavaScript also. Fine. So duration is just 3 to 5 days we'll spend on it. 3 to 5 days we'll spend on it. Right. So go here. Now this code quality checker identified that the developer written files are good. Developer can take a breath. So files are good. Then files are good. Then your Jenkins will convert all the files into one zip format. Like, you want to send an email with the 10 documents, 10 Word documents, or 20 Word documents. How you will do? Rather sending those 20, you will zip it.
Yes.
Exactly. Similarly, here also, the files which were written by the developers, you will zip it. That zip is called as an artifact. Here exactly zip I am using for your understanding, but alternative to zip, like we will do var or er or jar building. It is exactly a zip file kind. So that is called as an artifact. So that zip or that is what, we will keep it, like how you will keep your zip file in the Google Drive and then share it with others to access, right? Similarly, the Jenkins also will keep this zip of the files into this artifactory repositories. Why artifactories it is keeping? Because these will be later on time taken by the downstream or upstream tools like Docker, right? So what you will learn here module 6. This module 6 you will learn here the artifactory. So artifact management is what you will learn. For artifact management, there were a lot of tools, but what tool you will use? You will use the tool called JFrog, and also you will use the tool called Nexus. These two tools you will use. So duration is exactly 5 days. Duration is exactly 5 days it will take. For JFrog and Nexus combinedly to set up, meaning You set up, we will set up JFrog first and then Nexus next. This entire thing will take 5 days. Then after this artifact is setup is done, you will put your zip file into this Google Drive. This is like a Google Drive. So now from the Google Drive, the others can take it, isn't it? So what are all others? That is what the containerization. So from here, you have to be very serious. So from this module onwards, you have to be very serious. Meaning these tools you can happily spend, you can happily learn all these tools, but you have to pay your more attention while learning these containerization tools. Okay, so what are the containerization tools you will learn? Containerization. So there are a lot of containerization technologies we have, but we will use Docker. And you know how much is the duration? Guess 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks. It is exactly 3 to 4 weeks. Because you will be master. I'm sure, I'm double sure. From 0 level to master level, you will learn this Docker. And also you will learn the Docker Compose. Sir, what are these tools? We don't know. No problem. You will learn all these tools coming up sessions. So 3 to 4 weeks it will take. Next, once this is done, sir, what it will do? It will do something. Maybe if I tell you like what it will do, you might not understand. Here also we will write container registry also we will work on. Next we'll go to module 8, that is the Ansible. So Ansible, we will learn what is this Ansible. Again, I'll explain later in time. This Ansible will take just 3 to 5 days. Now, shall we calculate how many days we were completed so far? So 3 weeks, and this is 1 week, 4 weeks, and this module 3, module 4, sorry, module 3, and then this code quality. Again, this is 1 week, we can say 5 weeks. And this is, of course, we don't need to consider 5 weeks. And Artifactory 1 week, 6 weeks. And this is 9 weeks, 3 weeks if we can take 9 weeks. And this is 1 week, 10 weeks. And then 10 weeks meaning what actually? Per 4 weeks, 4 weeks. Already 2 months gone, correct? Already 2 months gone here. So then you will be go to module 9, which is Kubernetes. So this again, the duration is 3 to 4 weeks, meaning complete a month you will spend on this Kubernetes. So why we need to spend complete month? Because that is only the tool which will give you the job. You have to spend that much of amount of time and then master in that Kubernetes. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for your entire DevOps course learning. Wherever you learn the DevOps course, please learn the Docker and Kubernetes thoroughly, perfectly. Otherwise, there is no meaning for your DevOps session. This is how we will end up our DevOps sessions in 2 to 2.5 months. Total duration for your DevOps. How many it is taking? 2 to 2.5 months it is taking. But what I told, 90 days to 120 days. So how many days are there for us? Hardly 45 days. Not 45 days, 30 days only, right? So let us go to AWS and then let us spend around 40 days on AWS for the 15 services. And you will also learn the deployment strategy, like how to deploy all these things, what you learned so far. So this complete thing you will learn in 40 days. I can say 35 to 40 days. So that is how you will be end up with your course, DevOps and AWS. Okay, so this is a simple roadmap how we will go. Any questions for me? Any questions?
How about Terraform?
Yeah, Terraform also we will see, infrastructure as a code. Terraform also we will learn. So here itself, 15 services, right? So plus we will learn Terraform. Terraform is, I really forgot actually. This is very important. So Terraform is what we will learn. Yes. So Terraform itself requires around 2 weeks of time for us. This is only the biggest topic. Rest are all small things only. For 2 to 3 days, we can complete one service very in depth. Okay. So, but however, let us stretch little in our weekends and let us mitigate it to be completing 90 to 120 days. This yeah.
You also mentioned the log.
Azure can cover me this. Hello.
Okay, I will answer two things actually. Someone is asking, you said you will also mention the EFK for the logging and then Grafana for the monitoring. So these two things we will set up as part of our Kubernetes only. Okay, use as part of our Kubernetes only, we will set up this. Now ask the questions. Any questions for me?
Yeah, Azure also we can cover.
No Azure, AWS, strictly AWS, no Azure. No Azure, no GCP, no DigitalOcean, only AWS is our platform. Okay.
Sir, wonderful.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, nowadays DevOps solutions, everybody will. I mean, I have the dilemma like Azure DevOps or AWS. What are the major differences between the DevOps part?
Okay, actually, yeah. So this DevOps CI/CD pipeline I told, right? Complete CI/CD pipeline we can manage using the cloud providers as well. Like using AWS only, we can complete this pipeline. So whatever the pipeline, I mean, this complete pipeline we can address using the AWS, using the Azure. If it will be handled using the cloud providers like Azure, complete DevOps, then it will be the Azure DevOps. If it is complete, these DevOps tools and all these things will be managed using the AWS cloud, because in the place of this pipeline, it given the code commit. In the place of Git repository, it given similarly like S3 bucket. In the place of Ansible, it given some other like cloud formation tool. In the place of Docker, it given, in the place of Kubernetes, it given the AKS, and of course Docker only the external thing we need to use. And in the place of Artifactory, it given the other tools, other services. Like for the code quality, AWS services there for us already. For logging, monitoring, we have all AWS services were there. This registry, we have already the AWS container registry. So likewise, all these pipeline tools, pipeline can be addressed using AWS, then that is the AWS DevOps. And if it is using the Azure, that is the Azure DevOps. Got it right? Yeah.
Yes.
Any more questions for me, folks? Okay.
Sir, you're also teaching Docker and Kubernetes separately on weekends.
That
is different. Which one you're going to teach in this syllabus is different.
No, yeah. So the blueprint is same for any building. So maybe here we are completely building one huge building, maybe that is small building, but same course content. So here and there, same course content. So for them, it will be like little fast track. For you, it will be like little slow. Very slowly we will go from day-to-day concepts, right? Because from beginner level to advanced level, we have to reach. So very slowly we will go. But in weekends, we will go little faster because expectation is already real-time employees will come there. So we will go little faster there. That is the only difference. But course contents wise, everything is same here and there. Okay.
Sir,
yeah.
In Kubernetes, security topics also will be covered.
Correct. Correct. If you can see here, there is a concept called, see this, RBAC. Yes, this is access control. So this is where we will be secure our parts, Kubernetes parts. Yes, it will be covered. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, folks, that's all for today. And tomorrow we will discuss about let us start our course from tomorrow. We'll discuss about this DevOps in the business perspective, IT perspective and all. And then slowly we will start what is DevOps. So let us start this course content and then slowly we will move ahead. Okay, because we don't have the time. So of course you join as the demos. Maybe others also join day to day. I will give the background of the yesterday class and then let us start the course content. right? So that's all.
Hello, sir.
For,
Sir, when the actual class gonna start? Because it was mentioned in the registration link, like a demo class will continue from 12 to 18th.
exactly. That's what I'm telling. It is the name is the demo, but here we are starting and then covering the course content day by day, day to day we are going. That's what. So we now seen Atlassian survey. Let us see business perspective we seen, IT perspective, developer perspective, tester perspective. These we will discuss tomorrow, and then we will go to what is DevOps. So though it is demo sessions only, every day maybe newcomers will add, right? But for them I will recall and then we'll go to the next concept. So like that, we will go little slow till completion of the demos, but the course content will be covered. The target is what, by the end of these demos, we should be directly able to start the Linux. That is the target. Because as we have mentioned in our course content, all these things, right? Later in time, you guys may be question us, sir, it is not covered in our course line, something like that. So this will be, we will more focus in the demos only, so that you will understand clear picture what you will do actually with the DevOps, what you will do with the AWS, why actually you need to learn. For zero to experience guys, when we are taking the freshers interviews, campus recruitment interviews, when at least when I will go, when I'm going for the campus interviews and then I will ask first question. People will come up with the DevOps resumes also. We will conduct the trained freshers drives. So there, the first question I will ask, why you need to learn the DevOps, why you learn the DevOps. That is the first question I will ask. You can't believe, I don't know, but 90% of the people who came to my panel were not answered properly. Why they have learned the DevOps? Because there is a huge communication gap between the operations team and then the developers team, because developers team will follow the Scrum model, agile methodology, but the operations team will follow the ITIL process. What are these and all? When you attend these sessions, you will know all these things. All are required. Yes, knowledge is knowledge, right? It's definitely required. Okay. Yeah. Anything else for me?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir,
Sir,
one doubt from my end.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Someone is asking one doubt.
Yeah. I'm planning to attend the sessions by June. So will you be available from June? Like, yeah. Do we start
June,
any
right?
new batches?
Yes. New batches will be start. By the June, whatever the running currently batches, right? They might be vacant. Those batches might be get vacated in June. Again, new batches will start it. So any of the slot will be vacated, then definitely we will start the DevOps course.
So what would be the timings? Can you suggest?
Probably at this moment, I may not give you the accurate timing, but mostly it will be morning, either morning or maybe evening 8 p.m. to 9:30 or morning 7 a.m. to 8:30. So these two timings only, the sessions might get started in June.
Okay. By what time I can get clarity on that?
We'll let you know. Basically, you will be notified, right, when a new batch will be started. So probably at the end of the May, you will get the clarity on that. At least I will get the clarity when I can start. Correct? Because based on the content coverage for the existing batches, I can see when those will be vacated. Correct? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any questions for me?
Sir, there are two questions I need to ask you. I think maybe you must have cleared it earlier also. So it's written that it's 90 to 120 days. So so it's completed in 90 and that's an extended 120 days, or you're planning to complete in 3 months itself?
No. I said that's what. If it will be in 3 months only, I said 90 days strictly. Correct, right? So 90 to 120 days it will extend. In between 90 to 120, it will be completed. Because just now we have drafted a roadmap. That roadmap itself came like 2.5 months for only the DevOps. So this we can reduce by spending little time in the weekends as well, like extra 1 hour time in the weekend. We can reduce it to 2 months. If that is the case, then in the next 45 days or next 1 month, we will be able to complete the AWS sessions. So it is like stretchable. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And second question was, so during this course of time, so it will be some based on some real-time project that you will be teaching the entire flow, or how is it?
That's what I told, right? It is, these are not, if it will be like not the real time, I should have not shown these things. Okay, as yeah, that is 100% the right question. So did I teach the real time, or it is like hello tata bye bye program? No. See this dev database. How many files we were written? These are the Kubernetes files. Just database deployment, 7 files we were written. I proudly say, and in Amirpet, I never have seen such a implementation model like how I am doing. I'm just boasting myself because we did it. So it is completely real time. See this, for the application deployment, 5 files we have written. You can see this.
Okay.
A total, just for a simple application development, not simple actually, it's a little complex even. So for that complex application deployment, around we were written 12 files, 12 Kubernetes files only. Not only those, we will write one pipeline as code, we will write the playbooks, right? Many things, complete real time. Usually, if I will tell the real time, then I will first benefit it rather than you. So that is one kind of thing I can practice. Meaning I will be get benefited, folks, rather than you. If I will focus more into the real time things, it will be real time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah, okay. I have to join to another meeting, folks. I'm stopping for today, and see you tomorrow. Let us discuss more in tomorrow's sessions. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.